The only other question I had for you was, at the last meeting you mentioned that the commission wants to take a look at these pre-fight trash talk, the build-up, the behaviors. I'm just curious because there was some blowback on that. People saying, "Man, this is a First Amendment issue. You can't do this." Have you had any further thought on that, or any further development on that particular instance?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a constitutional lawyer, but it is a privilege license. It's not a right. It's a privilege, and privilege licenses come with different rules, different conditions that fighters have to live by. We're all athletes. I would just ask all those people, if somebody used that kind of language in an NFL post conference, what they think the NFL would do. What do you think MLB would do? What would the NBA do? I know what they would do because they've done it. It doesn't happen in those sports because, he's in baseball, even criticizing an umpire for a poor night can get you a fine. So I don't know if the freedom of speech argument works works inside of regulated sporting environments. So again, I'm not a lawyer on that. I know, Bob, you're not a lawyer, right?
No.
We don't do that work, but I think that our goal though is to just maybe raise the professionalism a little bit, and I think that these things can get escalated to a place where they get uncomfortable for fans. They're bad for the sport. I know that there's obviously Dana doesn't agree with that, and Dana is certainly entitled to his own opinion. We got a lot of respect for Dana, and those are things that we'll work through as we get closer to addressing that issue.
I think the issue that you brought up is the NBA is a private entity, NFL is a private entity. So if the UFC decide to take it up, that's one thing, but I guess people's question is, it's your government.
Yeah, I think the UFC has already taken it up. I think the UFC has a code of conduct policy. And I think that there are very clear guidelines in that code of conduct policy that go right down the track of what I'm talking about. So where it's a private entity as well that has some regulation and some rules, and I think needs to take a little bit harder look at enforcing that. That's all I'm going to say about that.